Hey guys, this is Dr. Joseph here. What is the big deal about approval letter? Well, approval letter is a very big deal. So, especially when a registered intern is trying to change supervisors. Sometimes people change job, people change supervisors, sometimes there is personality clash. So when that happen, registered intern want to change supervisor or supervisor want to discontinue supervision with supervisee. So the registered intern is responsible to find a qualified supervisor. So assuming the registered intern hire a qualified supervisor, the board requires that the qualified supervisor send a supervisor agreement letter, a letter that states that this qualified supervisor agrees to provide supervision to this specific registered intern. So, assuming this qualified supervisor does that and submit the supervisor agreement letter to the board, now the board will communicate the approval of this arrangement within the registered intern and the qualified supervisor by communicating to the registered intern. So just by design, this has a lot of propensity for discrepancies. It's like the right hand is not talking to the left hand, so that's a big problem. So sometimes qualified supervisors and registered intern, the fact that they agree to among themselves to continue to do this experience, they fail to wait for the approval letter from the board, without which you cannot start supervision. So this is when 3, 4, 5 years later, registered intern is trying to be fully licensed, applying for a license. That's usually when they find out the qualified supervisor was never approved by the board. And it's imperative that the qualified supervisor is approved by the board. And the board does that by sending an approval letter to the registered intern. The registered intern is supposed to share that with the qualified supervisor. So it's okay for the qualified supervisor to send a letter making a commitment to the board and the registered intern, but it's not okay. The board does not have authorization to communicate with the qualified supervisor. So that creates a lot of problem, and I believe this is by design. So one way I believe to reduce this problem, the qualified supervisor need to make a commitment with the registered intern. Supervision will not start until an approval letter is received from the board. Any question about approval letter? 813-995-7415. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.